My favorite part of Schoolhouse is when you're doing it and you don't realize that you're doing the learning part because it's really fun. But then when the teacher says the question, you just raise your hand and you know the answer. It gives you like an elbow bump.
What's exciting about building curriculum for a small group of kids, you know exactly what type of moves you have to make as a teacher for them to really engage and understand.
Students learn best in small groups with wonderful teachers. This small group model is the answer that sets Schoolhouse apart.
So we spend a lot of time trying to figure out what makes great education. We really start with the idea that the teacher is a professional and designed an experience that's better for the students because they get increased teacher attention from smaller class size. It's also more conducive to things like project-based learning. For parents, it's a great experience because they can communicate with the teacher quite regularly.
A friend of mine had a group of friends that were kind of trying out this new idea.
And it seemed like a wonderful opportunity. So we started the pod.
One of the wonderful things about this program is you don't have to have children who are all at the same level.
So we've seen a lot of success both in single grade pods as well as mixed age pods. That's a very powerful way for kids to learn, interacting with peers of a different age.
With the right educator, that's a really comfortable learning environment.
Having a great teacher at the center of every education is key. We make sure that we're going to find a teacher who's great for that pod based on their experience, their domain expertise, and their overall personality.
The teacher we were paired with, I can't say enough wonderful things about him. He's really great.
My name is Austin Bohm. I've been a teacher for 8 years.
He is an amazing teacher, and it's been such a gift to have Austin.
When you're teaching outside of traditional school setting, the opportunities for doing what you know is best as an educator is great.
Because the group size is so small, Austin also has had an opportunity to get to know my children, their personalities, their learning styles, their strengths. He picked up on that literally within the first few days.
The flexibility is definitely attractive as a teacher. It's a lot more exciting for me to design opportunities that are helpful for them.
There was just an understanding from day one that there would be open lines of communication.
Having a smaller number of students allows you to communicate more individually and personally with parents. Then you can give just more candid feedback about the things that you're seeing in class.
Everyone on our team is an educator or former educator. Sourcing and interviewing and finding great teachers, it's really what Schoolhouse excels at.
I love hosting a pod. I don't have to drive my children anywhere, so that part's easy. It's nice to have the opportunity to see your children learning.
They love coming to Schoolhouse. This has been really magnificent to have the kids engaging with each other in a small group, working on projects together and with teacher guidance.
We have pods both in the suburbs and in the city, and we're always happy to work with parents to figure out exactly what it should look like. But our model doesn't require the parent to go out and buy or purchase anything beyond what's in the house itself.
And it's really nice to have both of my children talking about what they're learning. So the pod hosting has been easy and great.
They love the structure. I think they love knowing that a couple of days a week they are going to be with Austin. They're going to be with some of the other children that they've gotten actually quite close with.
And they're just so focused and immersed in what they're doing. It's been wonderful. I don't think that they have ever worked so hard for 4 straight hours in their life. They're laughing and they're playing games, but the level of attention and focus that they are able to sustain has been incredible.
And having gone from being so socially isolated to now Schoolhouse, it's definitely given us a sense of normalcy.
It's been a huge relief. It's important socially so they can be around other children. And I also think it's really important for them to have a resource, to have that teacher who's skilled in explaining things and positioning things the right way is a game changer.